Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this live trading session. I am dollar bearish. I am dollar or yen weakness. And we have seen some funny directions lately in the past few days. I just want to use this one to put out my limit orders that I have on already. Yeah, I'm trying. I have some limit orders on. I want today to be the day where the market falls down. I don't know if that is going to be sufficient enough for what I want to see, but I am planning to buy Central Pivot M2 on the month of December. We'll see if that works out. The fundamental direction is still the same. Um, and to be honest with you, it's still kind of just waiting for the storm. To be honest. Good morning, good evening, good morning, Kevin. Welcome. I've been here for a long time. Good afternoon, Mugala from South Africa. Africa is nice, So, I am currently in the beautiful country of Kenya. It's currently 25 degrees sun, and can't complain in terms of wintertime and summertimes. So, what I haven't been streaming for a long time, so I just have to come clean. Because the reason why I haven't streamed is because I feel like I need to, we need to work on something. So I took profit on euro yen there. I sold euro yen there, and I took profit on euro yen there. So just use a different euro yen maybe. I traded this way and then this way. So I am currently up I'm currently up 100% on the account that I have publicly available. I started with $102. I went down to $10. Now it is currently 211. It is a Jordan 87. It is a small account, so it's kind of like what is there to be expected. 239 in November. Profit factor of 239, if that ever matters to anyone. Double the best adverse trade is double the up good. And in November, sorry, I got like, how many pips was it? 1700 pips, or in that direction. So it's all right. It's all right. Good afternoon, Stefano. Please check euro dollar. Do we need a shift on the 1 hour EU? Yes, we do. I'm expecting euro to rise in December. Currently, we don't have higher highs; we have lower lows. I am still expecting any day, any moment for this one to rise. I'm just waiting for it to rise. So at the moment, we are just waiting patiently. Even if it continues lower, then I'm still waiting for it to return higher. And if it doesn't return higher, then I'm not gonna bother it. So let us go through dollar index first. It is currently rising. I am expecting next week's M3, weekly M3, to play a key role of pressuring this one lower, which is around 103.50 now, which is slightly higher and then falling. I think that so to be honest, I'm expecting something in this direction. And the reason for the dollar weakness theory is the CPI that came out at 3.2, and the target is 2. So it's still far enough, but the previous one was 3.7. So we have done a very nice big direction. So what is going to happen next time? I think CPI next one is going to be 12th of December. That is a key day, 12th of December. Um, where 14th of November is what you're going to expect to happen again. So if you're like wondering, is Euro Aussie going to do anything? Is Pound going to do anything? Go back to 14th of November, see what the market did that day, and kind of replicate it's going to happen again. So that is continued weakness on the dollar, and everything else will strengthen. That's kind of my prediction there. So cool. Mr. Who? Chibuzor says, please check USD CAD. Okay, we will check USD CAD. Dollar is weak. That is great. So this is also weak. The support and resistance here is that this was the price to take at the beginning of the week. I didn't check it because I wasn't there to look at it anyways, but support and resistance there. And then we're probably going to use this level next week. You have already reached the weekly target. We have already met the monthly target, so it's a bit of a oversold. This one can be a bit of a I don't know. I don't know. It kind of depends how deep is the market going to be, but at least we're going to trade weekly on this one. So right now it is quite low. I think it has to come up a bit more. 100 pips or so should be okay. Okay. 100 pips or so should be at least in the direction of where we should be looking. So, what I want you guys to have as a strategy is a couple of things. It is either M3 on the weekly, which is next week's M3, or the open. I can't even spell open on Sunday, or trend continuation, which is selling after it makes a new low, and then so something like that. That is up to you and what your strategy is. But mine is if this one would have ended high, I would have at least looked for an open on Sunday or an open on or a close on Friday before it closes. Are most of the drivers based on dollar? Yes. So what generally happens in the market is that where what is the mother, where's the strength and weakness coming from is generally coming from dollar strength, dollar weakness. So right now we have dollar weakness, and that has made the Australian dollar relatively very strong. There's nothing that says in Australia that would say, oh, this one should go higher because they have increased interest rate or the expectations, but that was last month, and now it's kind of like it's still floating on the dollar strength or the dollar weakness. Sorry. And what happened on yen, which is 14, which is here. You see here that one strengthened. New Zealand strengthened. The pound strengthened. They all strengthened. And they haven't really given us a lot of pullback. So when I say live trading, when I say, okay, how would I want to trade this? Is I don't want to buy right now. This, of course, this is a clear resistance. It can break and go higher, which makes us do a daily trade on Monday. Fair enough. Um, if you look at CAD yen, we are coming down to want us to go down to 109. It's just 40 pips down. But my limit are at 108.28. So where does all this come from? All this comes from years of experience of nothing fun, but it comes from where the market has been behaving quite nicely. But if you look back to this year here, you say, okay, where what happened is that it continued lower. It's a different market, but still, point being, it was high, came lower. It was high, came lower, and that's all that I'm waiting for, is for this one to say, okay, it's too high now. I want to come back, even though, uh, even though we are starting out high. I need some sort of pullback before I can go higher. So it's it's kind of a hope and pray, not pull and pray, but hope and pray. Richard says he's gonna have TP at M2, which previously this morning he is like, yeah, I'm gonna have my target not at M4, which I have, but it's like I'm gonna have it at M2, which is kind of like there. So it's completely opposite direction, Mike, of what we should be expecting. So the thing with dollar cat, I just want to finish it. Is that it is low. It's probably going to continue lower. Finding entries is going to be difficult. And currently we can't. Like it's too low. Like seriously, right? But uh, to be honest with you, there's your sell, there's your two major sells, and right now we're just chasing a trend that is late. So I would like to say, okay, what about we can sell there on later today at 136.20, but has to go back up by any means. Okay, so Shivada, cool. I can do gold. I will do gold. If there's other people that wants to do gold, so if there's a gold train out there, please type gold in chat, and I will do gold. And if there is only one, well, we need some meat, need some bone on the meat of gold. It's too early for me to do it right now. Wasn't my plan to do it right now, but nevertheless, euro yen. Sorry, it's a bit of a tricky one. It is. Well, I haven't traded it yet. I haven't entered anything, so I'm still just waiting. I'm just waiting here. So it's kind of like making a range. Yeah, I can talk about this one pound yen first. Yesterday, I was selling pound yen. I don't know which price I was in at. 187.80 something in this direction somewhere here. Okay, I was in here somewhere. All right, and then I took profit on that candle there, and then it just went 6 pips down. And I was like, joke's on you, Ivan, because you don't know how to trade. And then it went higher. So, you know. Okay. So we have two people asking for gold, and that is good enough for me. So gold is supposed to go higher. Based upon everything that's in my brain. Uh, but you are very far away from any entries on the monthly and on the weekly. It is kind of like trying to buy the high and hope and pray that that's going to work. It probably will work if you do try, and when you don't try so when you try it won't work, and if you don't try it kind of does the opposite of what you were thinking you should do. So what I want to happen, let's see if I can go back to, I don't know why I am not in that mode. So from now, gold should go higher. Okay, fair enough. Square pants, right? Nothing crazy, right? But we are quite high at the moment. So what can happen is a bit of a deeper fall. So if we go back to this level here, which is the weekly M2, so if we say weekly M2 next week, that is around 2017, that will kind of look like a better place than currently, because right now you're in Snoop Dogg line. Isn't GU ready for a buy as it shifted? Yes, it is bullish. So what I want us to do, I want us to do a weekly Sunday or Monday morning type of a thing, and then have a discussion of where is gold. Gold has a lot of volatility in this session now. This might be the bottom for that matter. We might be up here today, but it doesn't change anything that currently we are too high. Just a bit of a pullback would be great, and then continue higher. And if this was the high for the entire session, then fine. But this is your last your last resort until 1960. So you have one more chance. Though my problem here is you need to understand that this is a fight to get out. So if people did get out here, it might fall faster than you can change t-shirts. Okay, cool. Great. So bit of an uptrend, continue an uptrend, wait for the pullback. If the pullback comes down to this level, okay, continuation. And if it doesn't, then so be it. You're not allowed to me, but trading up high here anyways. Okay, thank you. Pound. I like these pullbacks because all of this needs deeper retracements. Okay, Euro, Aussie, Pound, New Zealand. And today is the day that they need those pullbacks. And the reason why I'm here on a live stream is, can I get a deeper pullback? Can I get a better price than what I have been given this morning? And if I get a new high, okay, I'll take the pullback then. Fine, I'll work with it. But the best chance of me getting a much better price is just for wait and see if it comes back down to much deeper levels. And when you're thinking about where should support was, where should these buys comes in, and the reason why I say this, because we have turned into a bit of a range at the moment, and that is all good and understandable. It's just, where do we break from here? Is it higher? Is it lower? If it's lower, I'm going to take it because it's just going to be what do you call it in English? It's called deeper pullback. It's called yeah, deeper pullback. Yeah, big dog. I agree with you. I agree with you. But I don't want to buy the highest price that it was ever given. I need pullbacks, though a shallow one. But if I could have chosen something on any of these pairs, I would have said wait 1 week or down for 1 week, get down 300 pips, and then we take it up from there. Because then I get a discount. I am all about discounted price, right? So for me, that would be so much better space and better thing. But of course, it doesn't really fit. So I have a couple of things to mention to you guys. Okay, it's not really that important that you do this every day, but on a daily scale, which currency is the strongest and the weakest? And why is it so? Why is New Zealand and why is pound the strongest and yen, Swiss is the weakest and dollar is kind of in the middle? Because where you have exiting dollar bullish positions, where do they go to? Where would people who says, I think that dollar strength is ending because of lack of higher interest rates, where are we going? All right, if you go to G20 countries, you say, okay, who has the highest interest rates of the major economies? Okay, you say United States. All right, this is not the one that I want to do, but fair enough, mate. Okay, there is one lacking though, but okay. So United States is the highest one of the developed countries. Okay, where do I go elsewhere? United Kingdom, and I know a bit of another one as well. Also, New Zealand. New Zealand has 5.5 interest rates, and they could even increase all of a sudden apparently going forward. So generally speaking, those are the countries where you want to go to. And I can see people dropping off there, but that's where the brain play comes in. Okay. So why is New Zealand Why is dollar strong? Why is New Zealand dollar strong? Why is pound strong? And why will it continue to be strong as long as dollar is weak? Is because that's where the money currently is going, and that's also where it has been going. And going forward, it hasn't been easy trading because we haven't really hit any central pivot or any deeper pullback. There's just been shallow pullbacks. And I really hope that this week we're going to get a much deeper pullback so that we can take it higher. And and yeah, and if we don't, we'll just play the trend then. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, cool. So that is that. S&P 500. It gives me anxiety to talk about it, but we have paused. I don't know if this was the Christmas rally, the H2 rally, the 2023 rally. It seems like it, to be honest. So let me explain a bit differently. S&P 500 is supposed to rise. I would love to try this one in a bullish direction going forward, but it has paused. Okay, what does that mean for me? That means that we are no longer having the same conviction. What will drive this market another push higher? Another push higher would actually be that CPI is lower. A Fed comes out dovish, which they did. So, the $1,000,000 question, Stefan, asks, will dollar be weak until CPI? There is an issue there. Because the day after, we have the FOMC meeting. And seasonality going into FOMC meeting, and the seasonality of S&P 500 going into FOMC meeting is that S&P 500 rises going into it, dollar falls going into it, and then the same day it strengthens, and then the same week, end of the last week, it strengthens. So there's first a weakness and then there's a strength, and we kind of end up like 50-50. Either we can go higher or we can go lower, depending on what the outcome is. And what we kind of price in. And what have we currently priced in? We have currently priced in interest rates cutting by March next year. Not the most likely one yet, but it's still quite a high one, and also already cutting one or two by May next year. So it is definitely a thing to consider. Now, just going forward, I believe that dollar will weaken, not because of CPI, but because of general seasonality. But we generally do rise. We do generally do fall on dollar. We generally do rise on S&P 500 in December. And this can even continue on into January. But then January becomes difficult because it depends on CPI in December, depends on FOMC. And by the way, FOMC meeting is 13th of December. That is the end of this year's trading. Beyond that, random upon random, and that's when everyone has free time. That is school kids, but that's not when you trade. That's when you get out. And volatility is just going to die right out after 13th of December. And you wonder why I have target around that time to get out of my trades there. There you go. Okay, cool. Australian dollar, I need this one to fall. And if it doesn't fall, then by Monday I should be buying it. Euro dollar is currently falling. That is great. They came out CPI lower than expected yesterday. So this one is weak, and I want it to be weak so we can get a better price. I exited one. Not 110. I bought until 109 something. I need to double check my exit. Where's my exit? Does it say trades here somewhere? Trade summary, no. Euro dollar doesn't say there. Nips, wrong ones. History. Euro dollar exited 109.84. Okay, not perfect, but it's up there. 84, 109.84, which is yeah, there, give or take. Around there. That's where I exited. So I am currently. I feel like I'm making money as we're going lower, because we'll just get a better price. And this one will strengthen by the end of it, not because the euro is the best country in the world and doing fantastically, because they are in a recession technically in Germany, and having lower CPI and just looking into stagflation and whatever issues that is. I think this one is going to rise again. Um, Next week or so. Pound, same boat as Aussie, too high, too strong. New Zealand, too high, too strong. I don't know if we're going to get a pullback. I don't know if that is something that the market wants to give us. Is this the peak? Not really. But listen up. We have so many days, so many weeks left to do anything, because if this continues, this is going to be dollar weakness for months. Okay, great. So after doubling the account in November, are we able to do the same thing in December? I don't know. Right now on Aussie yen, I want this one to be deeper. Maybe I should have bought yesterday. I was asked that in the group. I'm like, wasn't really paying attention. It's not really a part of my plan, because I've seen that markets do tend to fall first December, second December, or third December, depending on where the weekend happens to be. And it's kind of like, to be honest with you, it's just a game of cat and mouse. But there's one thing that annoys me more than anything else is I didn't say this yesterday. Beautiful. It is straight out of Ivan's trading book. Cadian the same, straight out of Ivan's trading book. Not that that is an excuse for anything, but yeah, that is what it is. So I'm just waiting for a pullback to 108.60, and history says we should. I say we should, but I am really struggling with FOMO. God, we. It is difficult to stay. And I've been talking with people in the group. November has been a very great month, generally speaking. Right now for December, I am planning to. I try to stream every day. I'll try. I don't know if I'm able to do it every single the same hour of the day every time. There might be some London sessions. There might be some New York sessions. Uh, but what is important is the first few days now. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. That is kind of the most important part to get an entry. Not to get an entry at any price at any market, but to get in and because that generally is the low, and where euro yen is right now, it is great to see that it's falling, and a new high, higher low, and we are good to go. It is that simple. So, is there any other assets you want me to cover? That would be great. We're done gold. I want gold to come a bit lower. It is supposed to go higher, but currently a bit higher. Oil is in a different league of range boundness. Dollar is currently having a pullback and having a field trip of that. Uh, I don't think we're going to cross. I don't think we're going to breach that high. We're not going to breach that high. We're definitely going to breach that high. I think what is currently happening is just amount of who can wait the longest. And if you look at what retail traders are currently doing, to say they are selling. Okay, not really selling Aussie dollar. Aussie yen, they are definitely selling Aussie dollar. Aussie yen, sorry, that is currently going higher. Euro, yen, they're currently selling and they're trying to buy it now as it falls. That's always great. Euro, dollar is actually not 50-50. Okay. So that means that euro dollar has even more places to go higher because we are not really extreme at all. So that is great for us. The more extreme, the better. And pound yen, you have seen, as it started to go higher around 1st November, and then they start to sell off, and now they have a pause. Now pound yen is going to make a new hour high, and we're going to go higher. Boom. it's it's the same game every time, mate. It's nothing different. Nothing is different. It's the same game every year. But what I want to say seasonality wise is gold higher, dollar weaker, yen weaker. Fundamentally, the dollar's weaker. Fundamentally, yen is weaker. Um, all the other currency pairs are stronger. So trading pound Aussie, pound CAD, pound New Zealand. I know I'm not going to say that's a waste of your time, but it probably will be a bit different this year because they're probably will be strong together, especially pound New Zealand um, seems to be the true strongest one. And yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Range bound now is a bit lower, but there's not really much meat out there. But traders was like say, okay, that is a buy zone. Okay. Relative strength, what is your number one job as a trader? Your number one job as a trader is to find the strong against the weak against the strong, not the strong against the strong, or not the weak against the weak. So this is a pointless trade. And I will say that forever because I see in your trading history that you traded to this one and you lost, and you come to me and cry and say, I lose money. Okay. And then I say, did I tell you to do this trade? Did I encourage you to do this trade? Did I plan you to do this trade? And you're like, no, you didn't, Ivan. This is not what you told me to do. Then why the heck do you do it? Okay. You're welcome. Same thing with Euro. New Zealand is going lower, but it's still just a weakness. There's actually a trade there, actually, maybe. Okay, maybe not. But going forward, I want to do yen trades. I want to do pound yen trades, CAD yen trades, Euro yen trades, Swissy, not Swissy yen trade. Actually, that's a old trade, by the way. Yeah, we wait. Dollar yen. I just want to say something about dollar yen. So dollar yen, I'm out of it, by the way. It hit target 147. Where is so 147.28 on the monthly, and then weekly was 146.80 something. I think somewhere around there. Yeah. So actually there on the morning, automatically came back again if you wanted to have a second exit, and then now it's going a bit higher. I believe that this one should continue lower. I don't. Well, the overall best sell price is 151. So the problem here is which is weaker, which is stronger. Is yen stronger? Is dollar stronger? Like, where are we going? So this is kind of the pair right now. I don't have both bearish. So I don't know. It's going to go higher. It's going to go lower. It probably is going to go higher because yen is going to be weaker because we're going to see yen weakness. But it doesn't matter. I don't want to see a lot of dollar yen trades in your history book as going forward. You can still do it. I'm not going to decide anything for you. But the picture, the water, where do you have the best opportunities? Gold going higher, dollar pairs going higher, not at the moment, which is great, and yen pairs going higher. And I'll say this for many years and many times, and you're going to come back and like I'm wondering what did you smoke? This is what I do every year, anyways. All right. So I asked you, was there any more assets you want me to do? Nope. If you want to sign up with Barry Marcus, there's a link below somewhere. If you want to discuss more trades with me, there is a Discord link somewhere. Do you need a mentorship? I don't know if you need a mentorship, but it is there too. So other than that, I made my money in November. Let's make the same money in December. And right now, I just came out. I am buying, put on limit orders on M2 on all the yen pairs. It's in the Discord channel. Other than that, see you. Bye bye.